Hello there, my name's Card. I'm a long-time progressive community organiser and activist, and today I just want to briefly talk about a reactionary dog whistle that's been around for a few years now, as well as what it really means, who's using it, and why. For those who might not know, in politics a dog whistle is a word, a phrase, or a symbol which seems perfectly innocent and innocuous to most people, but which really communicates a more sinister hidden message to those in the know. Additionally, there'll also be a playlist of videos of mine, linked at the top of the description, which goes into detail about all sorts of reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them. Today specifically, I want to talk about a particular type of crudely drawn digital comic called a Smuggie, as well as what they really mean, why they're being made, and how they've become a contemporary reactionary meme and signal, particularly in online spaces. A lot of dog whistles used by right-wingers online are simply old memes and in-jokes from image board websites like 4chan and 8chan. The reason for this is that these sorts of pseudo-anonymous, edgy online forums have been favourite online spaces of the internet-savvy alt-right for as long as the alt-right has been a thing. And therefore, being able to readily quote and reference a bunch of old, obscure image board jokes has essentially become a way to demonstrate your extensive familiarity with sites like 4chan and 8chan and so on. And if you know the meme culture of these sorts of sites, then 99 times out of 100, that can be taken as meaning that you're also familiar with, and likely sympathetic to, the far right-wing political worldview long nurtured there. It's not a big leap, then, that a lot of online reactionaries use knowledge of these old jokes and references as a way to signal their alt-right bona fides to one another anytime they're posting or commenting somewhere online where they can't be so open about their extreme and really nasty beliefs. If you say something obviously bigoted on a big mainstream site like Twitter or Facebook or Reddit or YouTube, people will notice and you'll suffer the consequences. But if you couch your bigotry behind coded jokes that only the other 8chan nerds will get, you can find friends and spread your messaging without most normal people being any the wiser. To this end, one of the more obtuse ways alt-right types will attempt to signal their reactionary beliefs to one another without any normal people catching on is through posting a particular style of quickly and crudely drawn digital comic strongly associated with the image board website 4chan's infamous poll board. These comics, which are commonly referred to as Smuggies by those who make them, are designed to be very rudimentary straw man representations of those with whom the comic's creators disagree. Alt-right artists produce these things by the dozen very easily, and post them often anonymously on image board websites like 4chan and 8chan, where they subsequently make their way to places like Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit. Here's a brief montage of a few I've seen recently. Note that virtually all of these follow a basic formula, presenting an exaggerated version of a political argument the alt-right disagrees with, and presenting someone who would make that argument as a caricature or stereotype in just one or two panels. The primary function of images like this as digitally spreadable political memes is just acting as low-effort humour for the internet reactionaries who enjoy seeing the smuggy comics. As pieces of political propaganda, they present what are known as thought-terminating cliches, where really reductive arguments are used to shut down legitimate lines of discourse. However, I also wanted to highlight them specifically as a form of reactionary dog whistle, not just mere face value propaganda, because posting these does serve another function. They're silently signalling to those who see them posted that whoever is posting them is tacitly familiar with the sort of alt-right adjacent websites and forums where these comics are made and shared, because that's ultimately where anyone sharing one of these must have originally got it. If you post a Smuggie, you're not just saying you agree with the right-wing leaning point of the comic itself. You're saying you're in on the fact that actual hardcore proper neo-Nazis and the like make and like these comics. Therefore, if you happen to see someone online posting these Smuggie pictures, now you know why. and it should register as a really big red flag. So, for the sake of keeping yourself and your spaces safe, please just keep it in mind. It's always good to be able to recognize alt-right messaging and signaling like this, so you can spot it, denounce it, explain why it's wrong and bad to others, and remove the people posting this sort of stuff. That's all I have to say today. I hope it helps. Once again, my name's Card. If you might want to hear more from me, especially more about emerging or obscure reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube page, or just take a look at my other videos. Either way, goodbye for now, and stay safe out there.